Story each.
Okay.
You show me one tattoo and give me a story, and then I'll show you one and give you a story.
Okay, let's see. It's not that good, but it's got a slight story to it. I've got other stories down there, but they're harder to show, and this is right here. Do you see that?
The ring, the blue ring?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my midlife crisis. That's my that's my Lamborghini right there.
Really?
It's a little blue circle. It's a germs tattoo.
Uh, I would not have
But
recognized that.
I got this germs tattoo at the age of 33. not not 13, not 16, 33 after listening to the germs my whole life. And most people with this tattoo are youth or have it from their youth. And I'm not old enough to actually, I wasn't there. Some of my friends were there. Some of my friends have the germs burned from Darby.
Oh my god.
Some of my friends have had sex with Darby, but not me. But I love the germs, and I always wanted this, and I've never gotten it. And um, though I haven't been playing punk rock for decades, it still means a lot to me, and he still means a lot to me, and I still have it in my heart, and I got that.
You deserve it. You're allowed to wear
Thanks.
it.
Alright,
My
try me.
Okay. I'll show you a work in progress.
Mm.
Okay. This, can you see that owl?
Yes, and I love it.
This owl, with the little pendant around its neck,
Hmm.
this whole arm that I'm getting is all birds that have gone extinct in the last few hundred years.
Wow.
So that owl is actually, it's the laughing owl from New Zealand, and they were the only owls that hunted on foot. Um,
Huh.
and when the settlers came, they brought their domesticated cats, and in no time, the cats killed off the owls. I don't
Nice.
have enough body space for all the animals that are going extinct right now.
It's
A
a
lot of
shame.
people don't know that we are right now experiencing the largest extinction event that the Earth has seen, even worse than when the dinosaurs went extinct. At this very
Wow.
moment, what issues do you think people should pay attention to that you're thinking about right now, or that have come onto your radar?
The first thing that springs to mind are the two girls who, came to my door yesterday talking about Prop 8 and how Prop 8 passed, and they're working to return it. And I think people should. I mean, that issue in a finite way is indicative of a greater pandemic in the world and a psychosis that is just really affecting how everyone treats everyone else, and that is, I mean, that goes back to organized religion, and I think people should really focus on what it is that they believe, why they believe it, who told them to believe that, and if it's a positive thing or a completely delusional, destructive thing, and check it out. That's what I think people should do. Because right now,
Using critical thinking, is that what you're suggesting?
that's using critical thinking. That is what needs to
But
be used. Does someone not deserve the same human rights that I deserve because they choose to love differently than I do? Done. I mean,
yeah,
is that hard? Or actually, I don't really say it. Someone told me to say it. And the person who told me to say it was told by some thing that I'm not 100% sure exists.
what are you talking about? Yes, it does.
Yeah, if I told you that this guy sits next to my bed every day and tells me to eat meat and to hate people who love one another, you would call me absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And this guy, he tells me that. he told me that. I'm going to write it in a book and I'm going to share it with people. But if I get enough people to believe that this guy told me that, that's how it's going to be.
The spaghetti monster.
Yeah!
Did you read that?
The spaghetti monster. I haven't. I've read excerpts. I've read quotes. Yeah, it's the spaghetti monster. And it's just like, come on.
That's funny.
We have electricity.
We have smoke signals. Why are we using Skype when we could be sending smoke signals to each other?
Yes, exactly. Good point. We should just do this in smoke signals. You got it.
What do you think the world is going to be like in 50 years?
I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking about when I'm so old and I'm sitting around and thinking, wow, remember when this was crazy that we're doing an interview online?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's going to be catastrophic upheaval, holy wars, which is a lot that affects everybody. I'm not talking about simply in the Middle East. What's going on with that, and what's going on with the environment, and what's going on with the fuel that we use. The gas thing really frightens me because the people who control the gas and have the interest in that are the same people who control the nation
and the food system.
Eventually, we're going to reach a point where we can't sustain ourselves at all. Like, that's it. We're not going to be able to sustain ourselves the way how we're living, and that is going to be a catastrophic upheaval.
It's apocalyptic, but it's something we need to talk about, and so if you are watching this, you should go talk about it. What do you think the world's going to be like in 50 years? Because we need to start preparing for that, and if you want to see things change, then you got to start, acting to change them.
It all comes down to how we treat the other living beings that we interact with, whether they're humans or whether they're mice.
Yep.
And, part of the straight edge philosophy that really appealed to me was the integral notion of respect. And I've always felt that you should treat others the way that you want to be treated. And straight edge is, respect for others through respect for yourself. And I think if people lived that way, simply that, just like, I'm going to treat you how I'd like you to treat me, that'd be it. We'd be fine.
Thank you so much, Davey, for taking the time to talk with us and sharing your insights about everything from, fashion and culture to politics and music. And I really look forward to your new album and all your new fashion endeavors and everything. So keep us up to date on what you're doing, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, Joshua. Thanks for having me.